Hello everyone, welcome in my channel ASP.NET Core, and today I am going to discuss about the inversion of control IOC and what is IOC, and let's take an example of IOC also. IOC is a design principle. IOC invert different kind of control in object oriented design to achieve loosely coupling. So many users say that it's a design pattern, but it's a design principle. And what is a loosely coupling? A loosely coupling means less or 0% dependent object in object oriented programming. I mean to say that reduce dependency. I mean to say that if a class dependent to the another class, so that is the dependent. But in the loosely coupling, we are reduce dependency from each to other. Okay, so let's take an example of IOC. Suppose in IOC, suppose you drive a car. Okay, so drive a car means you control the car. You drive a car to your workplace. It means you control the car. The IOC principle suggests to invert the control. So if you control the car, I mean to say that you lose the focus from your work. Okay, so instead of driving a car, you hire a cab where another person will drive the car. Thus, this is called inversion of control. Inversion of control achieve loosely coupling. So hire a driver. I mean to say that hire a cab, or you can say hire a person who drive your car, so that you can focus on your work. So you don't have to drive a car yourself, and you can let the driver to do driving so that you can focus on your main work. So that is the IOC, inversion of control. Okay, so difference between both, you can say that the target is I mean to say that between the two objects, if you drive a car yourself and your driver drive your car, the difference between both is to achieve your target. That means company door your is the target. So if you drive your car yourself, then you lose your focus from your work, and if your driver drive your car, then you can focus on your work also. So that is the loosely coupling, and that is the tightly coupling. So you can you bind it in your car if you drive your cars yourself. That is the tightly coupling. And in loosely coupling, you free from your foundations. So focus on your work. Okay, so that is the example of IOC, inversion of control. And let's take an example another by using class. So here we have a dependent object. First of all, I have a company class, and in which we call a person class objects. So a company class actually dependent on the person class. Okay, so you can see that company have a person object, person p1 equals to new person. So that class, company class, call the persons. Just I want to know that every company have many users, or you can say many employees. So person p1 equals to new person, and p1 dot get name. I want to get the name of the person in the company class. So that I mean to say that a company class is dependent on the person class. So let's take an example. Company constructor have create a new object of the person class, and in the method get person name, call the person class method by using their objects. Okay, so a company class, you can see that a class company is dependent on the class person for completing the task. That is clear. So here is the tightly coupling, because the company class is dependent on the person class. So just I want to make it loosely coupling by using the IOC, inversion of control. So what to do for this? So solution is add intermediate class factory to call person. So okay, so again another you have to see that get person name in their id property, but p1 dot get person name and pass the id parameters. So that company class is dependent on the person class. So first, to create object to access person's name, that is the dependency. So you can see that first to create object to access person name. Okay, so what is the solution for this? Solution is add intermediate class factory to call person class. That is the simple example at here. So let's take an example. You can see that public class person factory. So create a new class between the company and the person, and add a method, and that return the person objects. You can see public static person get person object. So that method return person object in the person class of the person class. So return new person. Okay, so public class company actually you can see that return the person objects. Okay, so in the company class you cannot create or you can say that you don't need any things to add, or you can say that there is no need to create object in the company class. So you can see that public class company, so don't need to create object of the person class in the company constructor. Okay, so public string get person name, that is the method is also available in the company in previous also. So by using the person factory instance, you get the object of the person class. So get person objects, so call that because it's a static. So by using their class name, so person factory dot get person object said that return person object actually. So person by so that person p1 dot get by get person name and their id property. So this is the loosely coupling, you can say that created loosely coupling between the both objects. So thank you guys for watching this video, and keep watching all other videos which is related to ASP.NET Core and many more things about ASP.NET Core and IOC's principles. Thank you very much.